Hey guys, welcome to the very first video of Runescape on this channel. So this is my Runescape account, and long story short, this was always an alt account that I used to play on the side when I was playing my main account. So the stats and kills, you'll see that a lot of things are very lacking on this account, and we're just going to run through it because I think we're going to do monthly videos. So at the beginning of every month, we'll post an update video. And here are the stats. We only have 1,603 total levels. Our prayer level is lacking at 58 there. And, we don't really have anything too notary going on here. We did dabble a little bit with the new sailing skill here. And we do have one hunter. It's just a skill that we just never wanted to train. And again, this wasn't a main account. So it's not something that we really, felt like we had to train. And strength right there is 618,000 to 95. Hit points, same 523,000. So right now we're trying to get to 99 strength. And you can kind of see everything else there. That'll be our first 99. And what we've been kind of doing here is we don't really have much done on this. You can see that we only have 40 quest points, 51 days played. So we haven't played a crazy amount of hours on this account so far, and we have 61 collection logs. Nothing really too crazy. 55 million total XP. We are 113 combat right now, so we got some ways to go, and I think we're just gonna try to train little by little on the side. And these are the quests here. I'm not gonna scroll all the way through them all, but you can kind of see that there's a lot of red space in there, and I don't really, questing is one of the worst things. But for our achievement diaries, we don't have anything done. It's not something that we've ever really gone for or tried for, so it is what it is. And, that's what we got for those. But we're going to take a look at the bank. And the first tab here, it's all tools, just some random stuff, nothing too collectible. We've got a few keys for quest items. And as we scroll down, you can see the clue scrolls there. We don't do any clues on this account because we hardly have any quests done. So at the bottom, you can see that we have the Vigorous Chain Mace there, or You're Saying Chain Mace. And we've been doing revs a little bit lately, and that's what I've been training. For runes here, we have the 100,000 fire runes. Those are from gargoyles. Same thing with the pure essence. And we have a few tellies here and there, and we still have the combat bracelet. Again, our quests are wicked lacking. So these are just a few of our pots that we have. We don't stock up anything too crazy because we haven't really bossed too much on this account. So we don't have a lot of funds. We have a few totems here, a couple random things. It's kind of a random tab. This is our money tab. So we have 4 million cash and just a few other things that we have. It's nothing too crazy, but we do have the combat styles that we use. And for the weapons that are kind of notably, they're up there at the top. But as you can see at the bottom, it's kind of messy through here. There's a little rev gear there. And, a few of we have the Noxious, and we have the Osmenton's Fang and Dragon Hunter Crossbow. I know the pronunciations of those aren't the best, but it's fine. And this is our D'hide that we use for Brutal Black Dragons. We used to have the Justiciar here. But we're going for bandas now, so we're saving for that. But in time we'll get there. But this is our, we have the rogue's outfit there. There's anything crazy in that one. So this is our loot tab. Right now we just kind of started back into it. That's why we're kind of videoing it now. But we want to fill this up a lot, and we want to see how big we can get our loot tab. So this will be something to follow. Hopefully we don't need cash. Hopefully we can get a rev drop. If we do get any totems or any big drops like the crossbow or anything like that, we will sell them automatically. And we'll use that money to further extend our trips and just buy better gear and supplies and stuff. So hopefully we won't have to sell this tab for a very long time. And hopefully we can kind of fill it up. And this tab is our seed tab. So we camp the Master Farmer a lot, and we just want to see how many seeds we can get in total. It's honestly just something on the side that I've been kind of doing for the past, couple months here. It's not a terrible amount. The watermelon seeds we did buy ourselves, so that's something that's kind of skewed. But all these other seeds are just seeds that we've farmed, and we've been just kind of collecting them little by little. And it's just gonna Lantidime seeds there. So these are the only herb seeds that we kind of keep, the dwarf weeds, and we got also the Candidyne seed there. So these are going to be seeds that we keep and we never sell. As we scroll down here, you can see we have some watermelons and some berries, some limpwort roots, snap seeds down below. So we sell our snap seeds, renards, and snapdragons. Also torstals if we get. I don't think we've gotten any torstals actually from the master farmer, but those are ones that we do sell. We don't keep those because they go up and down, they fluctuate. We might as well profit what we can, and there's no sense really keeping those and holding on to those for a long term. So for now, this is what we got, and we haven't really been doing much farming lately, but we were going to go back into our loot tab here just to take one final look at it, just so we can kind of game plan and see what we have, and hopefully next month this will be a lot more. I'll go over the values here in a second. So the loot tab is $7.8 million. So that's what that's going to be worth. And the entire bank is worth $176 million, which isn't anything crazy, but it's something that's pretty good for the type of quests and the stuff we have access to right now. It's definitely Slayer grind type stuff. So again, we're just looking through everything, and that's it for the bank. But we are going to get into, the different types of achievement diaries and stuff like that. So let's get into the Slayer kills and the boss stuff. For the boss and Slayer, just like I said, this has always been an alt account. So we've always just camped gargoyles while we played RS3. And this is what we have for kills. We are going to reset all the streaks so that we can see every month how many we killed or if we even did any combat. So these are what we got for now. So we have aberrant specters, nothing crazy. As we scroll down, there's nothing that really sticks out too much. The brutal black dragons, we've killed 1,300 of those. So like I said, we're going to reset these right now. And blood velds, it's all from Slayer. We haven't really camped blood velds. There's nothing really that we can get from that except for blood runes, and it's nothing that we're going to camp long term. As we go down, we've killed 17,000 gargoyles. Like I said, this is always a gargoyle, alt. So it's worked in the past, but we're changing it now. Kurask, we've also camped Kurask a little bit. Those are pretty good for alks and just random stuff. As you can see, we have killed 3,000 revenants. So I'm going to reset that one, and we're going to see how many we can kill this month. We have been spending a good amount of time over there, like I said. As well as zombie pirates. We've been kind of camping zombie pirates lately, and that's been working out for us a little bit. It's pretty good strength XP per hour. I tend to get about 80,000 strength XP, and if we're going for the first 99, we want to try to crank it out as soon as we can. So we're going to reset all of these, make sure they're all reset, and we're going to start moving into other things. Like we're going to check out the boss and collection log, but one more pass of everything here just so we can kind of see exactly, and don't forget what we did kill. And it's going to be interesting to see what kill counts we can get to every month. And this isn't something that we play all day every day. It's just something that we play on the side. It's just a hobby of mine, so the numbers won't be going up by thousands and 10,000s, but every little bit counts. And we're going to check out the collection log here, so you can see the bosses. I don't think we've killed any bosses. We are going to go through it just to double check to make sure we're not lying here. But just by looking through, there's nothing that we've killed. We wanted to do bandos a little bit, but we haven't really had the armor for it. And with our current weapons, we wouldn't really be able to get too many kills an hour or too many kills per trip. And this is a very laid back account, as you can see by the quest and just everything else that has to do with this account. It's just very laid back, and whatever I feel like doing is what I do. And that's the way that we play on this account. So I hope it doesn't make anybody mad or pissed off or whatever. So that is the total bosses. And looking through it, there's a few of them that maybe I want to try, and maybe we will get into a little bit, but it's nothing that we have. And again, clues. We haven't done a single clue on this account. The quests lock maybe, I would say 90% of clues behind quests, and it's just not worth it for me. I don't really have tellies all over the game. My house isn't where it needs to be with teleports and mini games. We do have the rogue's outfit here, so there is something that we actually green logged, so that's cool to see. And we're going to get into the other stuff here. Cyclopses, obviously we have our Dragon Defender. That is a grind that we did do. And we don't have a single pet on this account. Not a single one. We haven't got any skilling ones. We haven't been doing a lot of things that would really amount to pets because it has to do with bosses and long-term skilling. And as you can see, we're basically 60s and 70s for most of our stats. And this is what we have for random events. We just dismiss them. It's nothing we want to do. And Revenants, this is what we have for Revenants. We have 3,000, and we don't have any weapon drops. No big totems yet, so hopefully those are on the way. I don't expect anything. We don't kill them skulled, so I'm not expecting anything crazy from that. Skilling pets, obviously we don't have any of those. Slayer, we're getting to these. We have 52 granite mauls, so that's all from the gargoyles that we've killed. And we do have a draconic visage there, but nothing else really too crazy. We don't do any Wildy Slayer. We hardly do Brimstone. We've done a little bit, but not enough to really get a Dusk piece there. Tazar, nothing. Miscellaneous, there's a few things. We did get this scepter here, so that was on literally the first run that we did, and we got it. So it was either the first or second one. It wasn't many. So I was pretty happy with that. And as you can see, we really don't have much in this tab. So maybe we can do a little bit of collection stuff here and there as, you know, we get the account going, but we only have 61 collections logged in 51 days. So there's a lot of room for improvement, but thanks for watching, guys, and subscribe, and I'll see you next month. Every first, we'll have a new video.